What's up, guys? Welcome back to Calgary Barbell. I'm your host, Bruce Truck, and today we're going to do a beginner's guide to getting into, choosing, and using your first squat suit. So obviously the first step to squatting in a suit is obtaining a suit. Now the way that you're gonna do that is ideally you find somebody you know, you find somebody at the gym or in your extended network, you get a hold of a secondhand suit that's maybe already broken in, close to your size, and you try it out. Because equipped squatting, equipped lifting is a little bit of an investment. It can be pricey to buy these suits, but if you know that you wanna get into it, then I'm gonna give you a bit of a rundown on what to look at and what to get. Now, in my opinion and my experience, Titan makes all of the best equipped lifting equipment. So there are 4 different squat suits you can get from Titan. There is the Superior, there is the Spartan, there's the Centurion, and the Super Centurion, and that's in order from least supportive to most supportive. So your least supportive suit is gonna give you the least amount of carryover, but it's also gonna probably be the easiest to use. I've never used anything less than the Super Centurion. I think the Centurion and the Super Centurion are pretty close to one another. The Super has a little bit of a stiffer material, and reinforced seams, I think, is the biggest difference there. So if you're looking to be competing in your squat suit, you probably want to go with at least the Centurion. If you're looking for just a little bit of carryover and some fun in your training, then maybe the Spartan or the Superior could be a good option for you. So once you've decided which suit you're gonna get, you need to get the right size. So Titan has a handy dandy size chart. They organize it by weight class and hip measurement. So if you don't know your hip measurement and you have no access to something like this, which I find kind of hard to believe, then you could go off your weight class and approximate it. There's 3 different fits. There's regular, there's meet, and there's competition fit. Now regular is gonna be the loosest fit, meet is gonna be sort of a medium fit, and comp fit is going to be the tightest fit. So based on your measurement or your weight class, there are essentially 3 different fits you can go with. Generally, I err a little bit on the aggressive side, so I would say most people can probably go with a meet fit, because most of these materials are gonna stretch a little bit over time. They're gonna have some give, and as you get stronger in the suit, you'll be able to use more weight, which will give you more carryover and necessitate a little more suit. So for myself, I believe I was about 44 around the hips, and if I look on the Titan size chart here, for a 242 lifter, which technically I would be, I'm 105, 44 is comp fit. For me, the hip measurement correlates perfectly. I'm a measured a size 44 around my hips. I ordered a size 44, it fits great. So that's another way that you can go about it, I guess. So yeah, for my weight class, the 44 is comp fit. I feel like at some point in the near future, because I've gotten used to the suit for a couple of years, I'll probably size down to a 42, but I would recommend most people start with true to size, measure your hips, maybe even one size up if you're really not sure, or you're a relative novice to powerlifting training overall. So once you've got your suit chosen, you've ordered the right size and it's arrived, you're gonna have to put your suit on. So a big component in getting the suit on, especially for the first time, is gonna be these bad boys. They're called suit slippers. You can order these from Titan as well, or you can use slippery shopping bags. Now the only disadvantage with shopping bags is once you get it on, you gotta pick all the little pieces of shopping bag out from between the suit and your leg, which can be kind of a pain in the ass and kind of distracting if you can't get them all. So I like these. What you're gonna do is you're gonna strip down to your undies, and you're gonna tuck your shirt into your underwear, hike up the legs of your underwear if they have legs, and then put the suit slippers on. So once you've gotten to this point, you obviously look really cool, and everybody in the gym is completely okay with you standing there in this outfit. Nobody's wondering what the hell you're doing or why you look so weird. You wanna take your suit and basically just hop in. The first step is just to get your legs in it. So I like to roll the top down like that, so you got a good handle on either side, and then pop the legs in. So this is gonna be kind of misleading, because this suit is quite loose on me, and I'm able to just kind of swim my way in, pulling it up, and then kind of dance my legs back and forth until it's pretty much set. Now most people, and myself included, first time in a suit, it's not gonna go on that easy. So there are a couple of tricks that you can do to help kind of shimmy yourself a little deeper into the suit, even with the slippers. So now if this is your first time in the suit and you're having a real hard time getting it seated on your legs, one thing you can do is just roll the front over the knurling of a bar and hang. Like this, kick your legs around a little bit, and that'll help get the legs up a little bit higher. Now, if that doesn't work, you can get a little bit more extreme with it. The next thing that you can do is essentially holster yourself on a bar in a rack and hang from that. So what you'll do is, you might need a friend for this, but I'll grab Ben in a sec here. You think you can help me get these straps onto the bar? Yeah. And then get me in the middle? Yeah, totally. So this is the other thing you can do. Thanks to Ben for getting me in here. And then again, you can just hang, let the suit settle, wiggle your legs. This is getting way too high on me now. I'm gonna have to adjust it, but this is a good way to get in there if you can't. So once you have the legs set to where they're, I don't know, halfway up your quads, and you can get the straps up, you want to get the suit slippers or garbage bags out, and then you're ready to get under the bar. Best way to get these suit slippers out can be a little bit tough, but you're going to grab right on the seam and always pull from the seam. The seam is going to be reinforced. It's a little bit stronger. Once you get one side out, pull along the top, all the way around, and away you go. So the next big topic I want to tackle here is how to warm up in your suit. Now this is especially applicable if it's your first time in a suit or it's a new suit. Now the big thing, and I think this runs counter to what a lot of people will advise you to do, but what I recommend is get in your suit early. I've seen too many people warm up to like 95% of their raw max and then throw the suit on, and it's just a disaster. So what I like to do, and you'll notice if Dylan will put the footage of my warm up in here, but I start my warm-ups in my suit at about 70 or 75%. So for me, that's about 220 kilos, and that's where I'll start doing my first reps. I don't bother wrapping my knees for that. I just use the suit, sit like halfway down, maybe quarter squatting it, but just getting used to the groove in the suit is so important. And that was something that I was advised to do very early on, was to get in the suit, get in the shirt earlier rather than later. And doing this, like I said, will allow you to feel the groove out as the weight gets heavier, so that you can progressively get more depth. I usually take 2 or 3 warm-ups in my suit before my top single, and then go from there. But definitely get your suit on at about 70 or 80% and start messing around, feeling the groove out. Even if you can't hit depth or touch your chest in the shirt, although we'll make a separate video about that. But if you can't get down to depth, don't worry about it. Get into your suit early so you can feel what it's like on the way up, get more reps in your suit to learn how it works. The last thing I want to talk about is training considerations for your squat suit. Now, we're gonna make a separate video about knee wraps. We have a video on the channel. Dylan will link that in the description. We did a video with Adam Ramsey talking about self-wrapping. That's still the way to this day that I wrap my knees, and I think that's a very useful video. Adam is very well articulated and does a good job of explaining why he does things the way he does. But back to training considerations, there are 2 things that I really want to mention. Number 1, the usefulness of singles. Now, a single at an 8 has become a very common training tool for even raw lifters and pretty much everybody these days. Now, I think especially in the equipment, that's very applicable. So you're working up to maybe just over an opener, but that's going to allow you to get to depth in your suit, and it's going to allow you to kind of feel some weight on your back, stretch things out, and get some wear into the suit and get comfortable with things, because you're going to need a certain amount of weight to be able to perform in your competition style. The other thing that I want to mention here is that reps and volume are not bad. Now, I've prescribed a lot of lifters sets of 5, and this was something that Mike prescribed me early on in my equipped lifting career, was sets of 5 in full gear. And when I started doing that, I started getting a lot of reactions like, oh my God, that's gonna just destroy you, it's gonna blow your suits out, that's useless, and there's no point in doing that, and it's too much. And I disagree strongly. I think that there are a lot of benefits to doing higher rep work in your suit. Now, for one, it allows you to really feel the groove out. Again, I think learning the groove in the suit becoming comfortable with how you move and how differently you move from raw training to equipped training is very important. And I think sets of 5 are big on that. The other thing is that it sucks. So by the end of it, you're speeding down into the hole, you're trusting the suit more, you're learning to use a bit more of an aggressive tempo because the wraps are digging into your skin, the legs of the suit are biting, everything's kind of hurting, the weight's heavy, et cetera, but it teaches you to go a little bit quicker, to trust the suit. And more often than not, by the end of a set of 5, with a very submaximal weight, people are getting close to depth because of how aggressively they're using their suits and how well they're trusting their suit into the bottom position. So higher reps are possible. Mike's got me doing 4 sets of 3 right now on my suit. So higher volume, multiple sets are possible. You're not just limited to like a couple reps in your suit every 3 weeks. So go ahead and get into it, try it out, learn it, get the experience, learn the skills component, and strength is specific, guys. So the more you train in the suit, the better equipped you're gonna be to deal with that strength curve specific to your suit. Anyways, guys, I hope that video was helpful. I know there isn't a lot like this out there on YouTube, so if you did find this video useful, go ahead and share it with your friends, point anybody in the direction. Anybody who came from Alan Thrall's channel, shout out to you guys, welcome, and thank you for watching that video and coming on over. We will see you guys in the next one. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up, and we'll talk in the comments below. See ya.